Hey, it is Musings with Mookie. I have decided to use my mic again. Only, it's such a crazy thing. Like, I decided to stop using my mic because I couldn't use it through the Substack app itself. I know I said Musings with Mookie, but just in case you didn't know, I don't know what episode this is. But I went to go find my mic that I paid for. And because I couldn't get the Substack app on my phone to work with the microphone, I decided I wasn't just going to use the microphone, which is it's so weird. Conclusion comes to you. Because the microphone still works. I only just have to do an extra little step when taking this recording off of my phone and putting it on Substack. And that's it. It's actually less steps, actually. And I get clearer audio. Now I don't have a professional microphone or a podcast microphone because it's not a podcast, it's a musing. And tonight I want to muse about learning to form friendships. And I didn't think it was gonna be a podcast about this. But I went the first Friday in an area close to where I live. I don't want to give y'all where I live because that's or close to where I live or something like that, and then you start putting together other context clues. Let's not do that. I'm not being paranoid. I'm being cautious, and I know someone out there probably figure out, but don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Is this thing still recording? Yes, we're under 2 minutes. Okay, so it's about forming friendships. So tonight I went to First Fridays, as I said, in the area close to where I live to. I actually invited someone, and I have been inviting people, but I stopped inviting people. But my therapist like, you need to invite other people, even if they say no. You just have to keep doing it. And I just find the idea is so bothersome, so repetitive, so repeating myself. And when you're bonding and forming friendships, you can't be like, I'm doing this again because my therapist says I have to, even though I tire of repeating myself. Instead of explaining that, my therapist says, even if somebody says no, you must continue to try to find the people that you're supposed to be with on a repetitive basis to find your tribe. And you think about how much the human has evolved. Okay. So the human, however the primitive species that it once was, because I think everyone in the world believes in evolution, but if you don't, just think about the process of being a human being. We have seen cases, or we can look up cases where human beings were left to their own devices and were not giving proper education on how to essentially acclimate with the community that surrounds them. Because of course they have their personal community, but then they have the community that surround them, and then their social norms. I believe that's a sociology term. Okay, there's social norms that you adhere to be a functional member of society. So with forming friendships, your parents don't give you all the words. They give you sentences to say, and then your kids watch, because you do not give them all of the sentences they need to survive. Okay, you teach them how to say please, you teach them how to say thank you, you teach them to learn how to ask for something, like as in being specific on what they want and why they want it. You don't teach them how to say why they want it. You don't teach them, there's a difference between I want it now or I am ready, I would like to play with it because I'm ready to play with it now. Are you done? There's so many words than saying I just want to play with it now. Some kids will say, I just want to play with it now, play with a particular toy, or read a particular book. and very specific, very particular. Some kids have that ability, but on the norm, that ability is not there. You have to learn social norms, okay? And sometimes, and for some people, like I said, like you have to learn social. Some people, like it's easy to catch up on. Some people turn theirs back, like myself. I don't like repeating myself. The social norm would be to be helpful by saying, hey, when someone's like, oh, I don't know what that is, and then you bring about another piece and you're like, oh, that's what it is. And then they intertwine those pieces or loop them or something. In the case of weaving. These people, I had to take a yawn break. These people that own a textile plant expect you to already know something about textiles. Okay? They expect you to already know how to weave. Because why did you reply? Why did you apply? I guess would be their response. So you got people getting injured on the job or these different plants, not just textile, but you got machinery and stuff. And some of them don't have an education, but doing OJT. And then when they get hurt, you send them out on their own. And of course, they're human. So if a specific part works, then they're going to make that specific part with another human. Then they're going to create another human. You don't give them a job. You just feed them with no training. Or it's very little training. Training is just, it's a conundrum of events that I didn't plan on getting into. I came in here to talk about relationships and how there isn't a particular level of social endurement. Meaning, how much do I have to endure as a human being? So I stare here and I listen to my son and his pitter patters of white heartbeats and blue beats and stuff like that. I wonder, are they attempting to have me delay care? Because what is it, 15 or a minute? I don't know. I just know that them saying that I now have to put or require or suggest that I now have to put an Englishman on my kids' inhaler. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know what the government is doing. I know I'm finna get in the bed. I know my kids are gone. And so I still gotta think of the Juneteenth. Oh, I gotta think of the Juneteenth message. Find the LOMAL on my life. It doesn't look like he has. Let me stop. Hey, we need to be good to each other. Point blank. Period. Stop fooling around. Okay. Stop this whole race and stuff like that. Our new ethnicity is American. Like you can't change your mind when you look at me and decide I'm something else. No, we're done. We're done. I am American. Point blank. Period. You are American. If you live in America, you are American. If you live in Germany, you're German. Why we gotta complicate stuff? Let's stop. I'm done. Okay? You're causing issues with the children. And that's why we repeat this cycle of bullshit, BS. So hey, this has been Musings with Mookie. I want you all to be good to each other. I hope I I hope I can. I hope I can be a model example to you. Not fixing these maids or anything, but to light a fire up under your bush so it can be burned down and brought back with greener leaves and a fruitful harvest. So you guys stay real. I want you to count on me to not always be here. But I want you to count on me that I'm learning to be more. I don't know what they want me. Okay, the world purple things, and blue things, and you're spinning around. I don't think I should be here, but I don't think I should be going through some of the things. But I must have did something because I'm here. What I'm telling you guys, if you're there, if you're listening, it's time to change the world. When I'm Musings with Mookie, I'm gonna go put my earrings up before I forget and bend them up. And I guess it'll be worth about the same, but I gotta pay for them to bend them. I don't want to. I hope you stay strong. Family cares about you and about you daily. All right. Good night.